Hi everybody, it's Nancy. I'm back to talk about another Gumpaste figure that I just made. Here she is. She doubles as a candle holder as well, as you can see. So I got the idea for this figure from one of Debbie Brown's books, but I made my own slight additions to it. So for instance, I added hair and I brought the eyes to life, and the skirt portion of her dress is actually all gum paste as opposed to using a paper cupcake wrapper, which Debbie Brown suggests doing. So the way that I made the skirt was I rolled out white gum paste, and then I cut out a 4-inch circle using the largest glass that I could find here. And then what I did was I used a toothpick, and I made the lines, I would just lay the toothpick down and made the lines all the way around the skirt, all the way around the circle, to kind of give the impression of the cupcake wrapper. And then I took an ordinary muffin tin and I just inverted the muffin tin, and I put that circle of gum paste on one of the muffins, and I just kind of let it drape down, and I kind of moved it around to kind of give it that flowing effect. So I kind of played with it a little bit, and I got it to, finally when I got it to where I wanted it, I just left it like that to dry. So it was actually really easy to make, and again, it's 100% edible. So to me, that's definitely a plus. Like when I'm making a figure, I like everything to be edible. Of course, in this particular figure, the candle is not edible, but I just didn't want to use the paper cupcake wrapper. I thought I could try to make my own skirt, and I think it turned out pretty good. Again, it's only my first try, so it's not perfect, but it's definitely a good first attempt. As for the hair, what I did was I used a fondant extruder, and I extruded long thin sausages out of the gum paste, black gum paste, and then I wrapped each of those sausages around a toothpick to give it the spiral curl effect. This was actually a pre-made fondant, and I don't know if it was because it was the black fondant or maybe the particular brand that I used, but it was really brittle, and it was actually very crumbly as it started drying. So you can see I had a little bit of trouble getting some of the pieces to stay on. So I don't know, again, if it was because it was the black or because it was the brand that I used, but if you're going to use black fondant to make hair like this, just keep that in mind, that it could get brittle as it dries. So I actually also got the idea to add the candle to this figure, just to kind of make her a little bit different, and that way she'll double as the candle on top of the cake as well. So what I did for the candle is actually embedded into this part of the skirt. I kind of made like a hole that's the same size as the candle, and I put it in the hole, but then I made sure that her hand was touching the candle just to kind of give the illusion that she's holding the candle herself, but she's actually not. It's resting inside the hole in the skirt. So there you go. Again, she's my second attempt. I have not used any tutorials for either of my gum paste figures, and I know that there are some really good tutorials out there, and I was actually prepared to go ahead and purchase them, but I thought I would give myself a shot first, trying and see. I mean, I knew if it was going to turn out really bad, then I would go ahead and buy the tutorial, and if it turned out reasonably, then all I could do is just learn from my own mistakes, and that's basically what I did here. I mean, the first figure that I have in my my other video, I knew the mistakes that I made, and I tried to correct them here. So, and again, I know that this one isn't perfect, but for next time, I'll make sure to fix all of the errors. So there you go. I hope you guys like it. All right. See you soon. Thanks. Bye.